የተወደዳችሁ የሰላም ካቶሊክ ቲቪ ተመልካቾች ቤተክርስቲያን በተልዕኮ ላይ በሚለው ፕሮግራማችን ዛሬ ከክቡር አባ ኮራዶ ማዚኒ ጋር የኮምቦኒ በኢትዮጵያ የኮምቦኒ ልዑክ አባቶች ማህበር አባል የሆኑ እዚህ በስቱዲዮ ተገኝተው ስለ ህይወታቸው ስለ ክህነታዊ አገልግሎታቸው በተለይ ባለፉት 50 ዓመታት በዚህ በኢትዮጵያ በቤተክርስቲያን ተልዕኮ ዙሪያ ላይ ስለሰሩት ስራ በጋራ ውይይት ለማድረግ እዚህ እንገኛለን። We are very happy that you accepted our invitation to be here, and it will be good to start our discussion or conversation from the very beginning that about your life, how it started, and you are a Comboni missionary priest. But before becoming a priest, of course, there is a vocation, there is a starting point, the family, parents, and then also the rest of the vocation you followed, the Saint Daniel Comboni and the mission, how it is started. Maybe also a little bit to say a few words about that, and then we will continue about who is Abba Corrado or Father Corrado. You'll tell us about it later on.
Okay, I am an Italian, and from Rimini, which is a very, very nice town. It is a seashore town. So, and I grew up in a good family. We were 10 children, and so the parish priest, seeing how many children my mother had, he thought that I could have gone a good missionary. Going away, she said, if you lose one child, you have other 9 with you. Anyhow, I just I entered the Comboni missionaries because the parish priest was very interested in mission, and he addressed me to that after having looked inside my heart and he brought me to the Comboni missionaries. I knew a little, but staying with them after 3 months, I remember very well, I was enthusiastic to become a Comboni missionary. And so I became a priest. After 5 years of work in Italy, I came to Ethiopia. It was a 1976 European calendar, and it was a particular time just after the fall of Haile Selassie, and it was the time of Mengistu. And I studied Amharic, and then I was assigned to go to Sidama. And in Sidama, I started to work missionary work. I was lucky because where I was sent, the mission of Shafina, there was an old missionary, for me, that I was young. He was 74. He had worked in Sudan, and then he came here to Ethiopia. He was experienced, and for me it has been really a blessing to have the experience of this father that addressed me really in a nice way to work for the people. The first thing that I had, it was just to love these people, the Sidama, in a particular way, because they welcomed me very much, and I welcomed them. And this, it has been, I would say, all the characteristic of my work. I would say that really, the experience that I had, mission for me is not what we do, but mainly what we are. and what kind of relationship we have with the people. So that is just my introduction to what I now perhaps I have to say about. But to be missionaries is not an action, but it is just a
way of life.
A way of life, yeah.
Yes, it's interesting what you say. How do you remember the first period of your mission in those area? But it is now almost more than 40 years ago that you had this the first phase of your mission started, and when you look back, the last 45 years in mission, almost 49 years I think now. Next year is then it's the 50th anniversary that you are in Ethiopia. In 1976, if I remember, you arrived in Ethiopia, and then when you look back in those period, you had different activities in the first years, but also later on here in Ethiopia, but also abroad. But it would be good to give us insight into the journey you made in the course of your presence here in Ethiopia, but also abroad.
Yeah, if I think what I started first of all with the conviction and the joy of proclaiming the gospel, of evangelization. I consider this in a particular way the priority for a missionary. The Word of God and the joy to have from the people as an answer to it, it has been really great. I remember when I went in this mission, Shafina, the community, the Catholic community, counted only 350 Catholic. And when I left after 3 years, because I was committed somewhere else, there were about 1,000, I would say. Now it is a big community, and also the other. If we think of all the Sidamo, the vicariate of Sidamo, now it counted 288,000 Catholic. Just a small group of Comboni missionaries that then it grows. It grew. It is really, the people, as if they were welcome for a word of God. They were welcoming and following, and so. I was committed particularly to the young people, and it was a quite a joyful experience. Yes. If evangelization, it has been the first to organize the church in different way, in all catechists, elders of the church, community, youth, women, and so. We work overall all the aspect. But there have been also the other aspect that for me is important for missionary work. It is the social transformation, to help the people really in this field. And mainly our work, it was the school, that it was, and it is even now very important. I work with the school, both here in Silamo and then at the Comboni College in Asmara in Eritrea. And it has been something that helped the people to, and also provoked the government to start a commitment to the schooling in a very serious way. Now we have many schools there in Silama and all over Ethiopia. There is a new. Now social transformation that involved also with the values of the gospel, to justice, peace, to learn to be brotherly in everything, to help also the different tribes of nationalities that where we worked. In Sidamo we have the Sidamo, the Guji, we have the Gedeo and other nationality that we are, with the gospel, we are trying really to have to live brotherly, to promote the brotherhood for this.
Yes.
And this it was the beginning, very joyful. And now also it is the way to see the growth of the church, that it reached the peak there in Sidamo with the blessing of the new bishop, that is Ethiopian, is not neither religious nor of foreign country, to have Monsignor Mera Christos as a bishop. It signs already the blessing and the fruit of the work of God through our little work of missionary. To see this growth, it is really important, and for me great. It has been a great joy to see how in 50 years the church has grown up here in Sidamo.
Very interesting. You combined this, your mission at the beginning in that area, and now where it has reached with the ordination of the new bishop. Yeah.
The new bishop, that he will guide the local diocesan priests that are more than 20, and also religious society that have started there in Ethiopia. Really, the church has grown up quite a bit, I think. So far, it is the most numerous jurisdiction, church jurisdiction in Ethiopia.
And this is easily can be connected with the motto of Saint Daniel Comboni.
Africa by Africa.
Yes, maybe that is also the way your mission colored, or how do you say, how do you see it? The Comboni mission, just trying to establish and then prepare those to continue the local clergy to continue the work.
Yeah, this is quite important. It's the way that we Comboni missionaries work. We go, we start, and when the community reaches a certain maturity, we hand over to other society. In 1983, we left the mission in Dilla, and in over and welcoming the Salesians, Don Bosco Society. And they thought it was being the town, and seeing the situation of the youth there, we thought the Salesian can work more deeply with the youth than the Comboni, especially for this social transformation. They do a lot of work in technical school and something like that, so that they had the possibility to give a new life to the youth in this in Dilla and all around. And they promoted technical school and other things that it has been very successful. At the same time, we do for other society and for the diocesan priest in a particular way. Now, if we think of our work in Sidama, we have only 3 parishes. 2 among the Guji and 1 among the Sidama. Then we are present also in Awassa, but not in helping but not responsible of a parish. And this, I consider it really. We left what it has been grown, and now we went in a part of our vicariate that is in a way, what I could say, not marginalized because it is, but at the margin of the territory, and also the margin that it is needed greater work for the growth of the church among the Guzis. The Silamo, it is only Daya mission, that is one. We handed over all the rest of our missionary work.
And in that context, your mission and your work was not limited to Sidamo. And can you say also in this context how you started there?
Okay, we lived our missionary commitment here in Ethiopia in this way, in open to every work and every possibility and mainly every need. Now I speak as Sidamo, Guzi, Gedeo, but there are other, Iavello, and all the part of the missions where mainly, not with Comboni directly, but we work together with the Salesians, we were saying, and other missionary society, Holy Ghost Father, the what is else, those started by Comboni, Apostles of Jesus, and so different Salesian also, they work with us, and so, Jesuit as well, but working open. Then certain moment when I had a kind of responsibility on Comboni family, the Cardinal Briane Jesus and Tomasi, Cardinal Tomasi, who was a nuncio here in Ethiopia, they were coming to me continuously saying, you have to open to among the Gumuz. And to open among the Gumuz, it wasn't easy, I knew just vaguely. But they were just pestering me, saying, you go until I decided to go to see. And in my mind, it was mainly this, I go, I see, and then I will tell the Cardinal Briane Jesus, there aren't the condition for us to open a mission there. But when I stayed there a few days, visiting and going over and there, seeing the marginalization of these people, I thought either here, a missionary society that is really committed to missionary work, they start something, or they will remain continuously in their marginalization. The idea and the request started from the governor of the Beni Shangul Gumuz, that he was in Asosa, and he went to the nuncio and to the cardinal saying, for us it's quite difficult to meet these people and to integrate it to Ethiopia. And so I asked the Catholic Church to send missionaries. The request, it came from the government, And then, anyhow, seeing the marginalization of these people, I said, okay, we'll try, and we tried. And the people, the Gumuz at the time, according to the statistic, they were here in Ethiopia 140,000 or little more, and 40,000 were already in Sudan. All of them were Muslim, and here in Ethiopia instead they were traditional religion, and so it was. And when we went after taking the decision, we went there. The Comboni sisters were already open a community, even helped by them, we could find the talk to the leaders there,
local authorities,
that they told me, okay, we are happy if you come, and they showed me 3 territories. Choose the one that you want, and we chose one, and we started there. We started there with the same way, I think, welcoming the people. I remember the first time we had there a woman that she was doing that, not preparing, but doing something, preparing something to eat, that it was quite difficult to eat. Once said, look, there is this person, give some water to drink. And she refused to drink. Me? No, with these people, no. A kind of marginalization that was there. But just going there, working friendly, patiently, and so we gained their heart, and we started to work even there with joy. And that now there are among them, we have 2 missions. There is the 3rd mission of the Comboni sisters that we work together with them. And anyhow, we started, and we are working.
You are in Gublak?
Gublak. Gilgil Beles is the first, and it is the capital of the Metekel Zone mission. And then we opened, after a few years, the 2nd mission in Gublak. Someone wanted to open also some others, but there is a cooperation also of another. There are the Capuchin in the town. They are in what is called Pawe, and other missions. And we started, and we have a successful work, helped and working together with the others.
Yeah. So the governor at the time asked to integrate these people to Ethiopia, to the society around, and so now they are under Bahir Dar eparchy. And in Bahir Dar eparchy there are many different communities, different languages, but the Gumuz were not integrated with the people there, with other communities, other languages like the Amhara or the other who their neighbors. But the Combonis now took this initiative, to start a mission, and then also education, school, but also other social activities, women promotion, to try to make different through the different activities to bring them from this the situation of marginalization. That is a great initiative, and now since then many Gumuz people enjoyed education and now also working in the government offices, so it's a great success indeed.
Yeah, this it was the mind of the governor of Benishangul Gumuz, just that the mission would have helped the integration with the other group. That in a way, Agau, it is one, and I don't remember all. There are 3 or 4 groups there. There are Amara, Agau, Shinasha, I think it was.
Shinasha, yeah.
There are this group. Just it was little by little successful, and then we had the difficulties. 3-4 years ago, we had to close one mission for 2 years, Gublak mission for 2 years. That now we have opened. We have restarted again all the activities of before. For sure, if you compare with the other mission there in Sidama, in the south of Ethiopia, the work is more difficult because the Gumus, they are really grow up marginalized, and to work for integration is not, it takes time.
Yeah.
But this is not to be surprised also, because it is something that it is present even in Italy, over people, different people, to have them integrated completely, it takes time. But even evangelization, it tasks more time than the experience in Sidamo, though they show interest really in the Catholic Church. When we have particular feast or religious feast, like say Good Friday, Easter, Mescal, the Thing Kept, we organize something where all the people take part in procession and so going over and there. That it would be nice to see some film that we do just in WhatsApp and so. But there is a good welcoming, though I think that conversion that are more request more time, you know, and this is nice. If it requests more time, the faith is stronger afterwards.
So you mentioned that the integration of the Gumus people to other communities existing there, functioning there. So the young people are very motivated to learn and to be someone and to be taken out of this marginalization, and that is a great achievement for the Comboni Fathers. So there is the culture and their language is very unique, I think, for the Gumus. But when they live together with Amhara and Agao, they have this language, Amharic. Even the liturgy, it's not easy, and the goods, Eastern Rite. That is something which needs to be worked out, because integration is also something which is also related with language and also the people and the whole culture, the matrix, the whole region. So the Comboni Fathers are laying the foundation so that these people can be integrated into, the whole cultural situation, even expressing their faith and how, and then also the presence of the Orthodox Church in the area is also another element which is an opportunity for us. But the Orthodox Church didn't do much in the last decades to engage with these people. But now the Catholic Church, through the Combonis or through other congregations, what has been done so far is a blessing, for the Gumus people, I think, yeah. Mm.
I think I could say the Gumus are our people. Yeah. Our people, the Comboni people. The Gumus are of the Ethiopian Church people, really. They belong to us, and we belong to them. This is the way that should the idea that should inspire all our activity and all our work. As we were saying, even you said, it is a particular different experience, more difficult and more requesting. It takes more time, but we have to give an answer to their hope. As I was saying, they know, and they say it. we know that another way of life is possible. Another way of relating with the other nationalities is possible, is viable. And so we work together with you, with the missionaries, we work together with the church, because something different it is in our heart, and something different has to be present in our life, in our heart.
Yes, yes. And then you mentioned also the working together with other
Society.
Yeah, the society, the local society, but also with the congregations back in Awasa Vicariate, but also now in Gumuz. There are other congregations working together. That is also in the nature of the Kombonis. They work together with the church and with the mission, and this synodality process where we are in now, joining together in the mission. So you have mentioned earlier that you have been working with the Salesians in Awasa, in the mission in Dilla, first in Komboni, but later on, the Salesians, but also the Capuchin, the Apostles of Jesus, the Spiritan Fathers. There are different congregations where also the Komboni Fathers have worked in the past.
Now, really committed, now there are the Kombonis, the Capuchin that are in Paui, but half Gumuz, half pastoral work and so. And we have a good, let's say, as a missionary, good response of activity to work it together from the nuns. There are the Komboni that were before us, 1 or 2 years before the Komboni Fathers. There are the missionaries of Christ that they have their main house in my town, in Rimini.
Yes.
And there's worked properly in different parts of Ethiopia. And they are present and they work in Gilgil Beles. There has been, before the difficulties, another society of sisters, the St. Joseph sisters, St. Joseph of the Apparition sisters. But now, during the war, they had to leave, and it's difficult now to have them present. And so it's not that much. Little by little, I think some more interest of other society will come. Now we have, since Bayardar became an eparchy, I think there is more attention also from the Ethiopian Church, from the Ethiopian Catholic Church, and also the Orthodox. They started to move a little after they saw our commitment. Something new. It has to continue. I'm sure that it will continue.
Yes. Let us hope that that will change, and then more people will come. Congregations will be interested, to, despite the challenges they have of personnel, that there will be more who will be involved in that mission. Because it is a very important mission, as you know very well. Maybe you can say a few words about it. At the border with Sudan, so there is also, in general, there is a push from the other side, and the presence of the Christian communities there for the Gumuz is very important for the church and in general for the Christianity, but also in particular for the Catholic Church. Her presence is to evangelize and to make them disciples of Christ is an important mission because of also the the geographical area where the Gumuz people are located, because they're from the border from the Sudan. There is a push from the Islamic groups, and our presence is in particular very important.
Yeah, I would add it first of all, also the hope that we have in the Gumuz themselves. We have Gumuz that are attending the university in Hawassa. We have Gumuz who are attending here, even in Addis Ababa University, and so, as I was saying before, that they believe really that we can have a better life, we can have a better relationship with the others. My hope it is also in this people that are already present here in Ethiopia, in different parts of Ethiopia, for their studies, for their upgrading, And we had sent also 2 catechists in Kenya, just to see how they can cooperate with the missionaries more deeply. In spite of this, as you were saying, the difficulty, perhaps, I don't know, the blessing, the difficulties that are present in Sudan, especially in North Sudan, because of the war. Now we have at the border a lot of people, expatriates, that they came here in Ethiopia. And they are exiled, and I don't know how long they will be. This flew because of the difficulties from South Sudan before and now North Sudan. We have a lot of people that are here in Ethiopia, and they are assisted by different social organizations. And even this, I think, will be something for the Gumuz and for our work there in the Gumuz. Yes. And it is nice that the Ethiopians have welcomed these poor people from Sudan that they had to escape searching for life,
Hardship and war and conflicts.
Yeah. Looking for peace. Even if we are in Ethiopia, we have some difficulties, but the desire is there.
Yes. So it's your life as a missionary in Hawassa, and then later on also participating in the mission in Gumuz. Now you see the future ministry, not maybe immediately now in Ethiopia, but we will talk about it later on, maybe that's last point. When you look back, many of the missionaries with whom you have worked, some as a bishop served, some as a provincial. You have been also provincial here in Ethiopia, but also in Italy for the same mission. So you have memories of mission work together with your confreres who served with you. You started with some of still the missionary fathers, Father Juan Nunez, Abba Johannes, and Abba Sisto. So you have a vivid memory of 50 years of mission work here. And can you just say it in a few words, summarized, how you see it when you look back this mosaic of the life of the Abba Conrad who have been here for 50 years in Ethiopia?
Yeah, when we speak of missionary, We think that the missionary goes to give, to hand over the Word of God, to hand over the school, to hand over medicine, to hand over different initiative, association, and so that are present, that I didn't name all of them, in Ethiopia. The missionary he comes to give, and it is also in the mind of our people in Italy. You go to give, and so, but this I would say that we have to consider also what we receive when we go, and staying with other people, staying with my Sidamo or my Gedeo where I work, my Eritreans also where I've been for sometimes in the Comboni College. All these experiences are really enriching our life, enriching our faith, and even the difficulties that we find are a great gift for us. So I don't know if we do a balance, what it is, the more that you have given to Ethiopia or more you have received. Let us say equal. Equal, you say, but really I enjoyed, and also the others, if I see Father Sisto, that is lately, he was not that very healthy, but he went to Italy and he came back because he wanted to stay here to continue to experience and to live the faith and the love of God together with Ethiopians. Father Juan, the same, after this great commitment that in spite of the age that he had, he carried on in a particular way, in a very way, and he will go for some holiday, he come back. It is like a Comboni missionary disease, to stay with the people where we have lived and where we enjoyed really to live. As I was telling at the beginning, the mission is not what we do, but what we live. And so in the missionary life there is always the receiving and the sharing together, and that becomes the joy that we have. When I speak many times I am sorriso, and I think it is the expression of the joy that I had staying in Ethiopia, working together and trying to better solution, better life together, looking together, sharing and living brotherly as I have experienced really in my life with wherever I went with all the different people that I met.
Yes. And what is the next step for Abba Corrado?
My step, I have been called to go, and for not a new society, but something new that I have started in Comboni. That is a place that I know already some people, and so I work already.
Where is that? In Italy?
In Italy. Mm. For the future, God knows. There is the new, our bishop, the auxiliary bishop, Abba Monsignor Tesfaye, that he says, after 2 years, you will be back. Let us see.
The prophecy.
Prophetic.
Yeah. It's very good, and we hope that you will be back where you have worked, for so long, where you love to be with people and to be in a mission. That is also our hope, and we will be hopefully also hearing from you when you come back here again to hear more about your engagement in Italy. How long it will take, God knows, but we look forward to see you back here. One last question. You, as a missionary priest, what would you say, for young people here in Ethiopia, for vocation.
The Pope is sent the beginning of his ministry. He sent a letter, "The Joy of the Gospel." So this is the real joy. Joy is not something that I tell the youth that you will find just outside in what you look outside you. You have to look within your heart to see. The joy starts there, and it is a gift of the Lord in our heart. If we look ourselves for the joys, we'll never find the real joy. And the joy, so if it is a work of God in our heart, the joy it is also when you make of your gift, of your life, a gift to the others. If we keep our life for us, for our own desires, for our own things, we will never find the joy. We find the joy really when we live for the others. When you see that you can make another person joyful. We can see really when you can share your joy with the others. And the joy that we have, it grows when we share the joy, not when we keep for ourselves. Just do it just like this. And I see, I work also here in the seminary in Asco, and we were planning. We had 2 years for the beginners of English language, and so propedeutical. They were 40 we had. We were thinking to open another one because there were too many that were coming. And after we couldn't do it at the institute because they started to decrease. Now there is another increase in the vocation, and so this I think that it is a gift of God. This, and we need religious people. We need priests, diocesan priests. We need missionaries, and we started as a Kumboni. More than half of the Kumboni are working outside Ethiopia, because mission is not mission. No. The mission is universal. Mission is the church is a missionary church, and this is a message also that at Kumboni we would like to give in a strong way to the Ethiopian church. Even Ethiopian church, it is a missionary church, starting to send missionaries. Even the cooperation that we had started through different vicariate or different eparchy, that we receive other eparchies mission in Sidama, and so it is just a good starting that gives hope that if you grow in living mission, God will bless us in a particular way.
Yes. Thank you, Bacorado, for your insightful, explanation of about your missionary life and the insights you gave us about the mission of the church and different areas where you were involved as a missionary. And we wish you also all the best for the coming period, that you are now called back to Italy for a certain activity, and hopefully that you will enjoy also your missionary life there in the church in Italy. And we thank you really for your time and for your openness and for your wise advices for the church in Ethiopia, and especially also for this beautiful life given to the church, and we thank you for everything.
Okay, thank you for giving me the possibility to reflecting, to share with you something, speaking out of the heart, and thank to what Ethiopia has given to me in this long service that I had.
And then we are also united in prayer always wherever we are for the mission of the church. Thank you very much, and wish you also blessed Jubilee year, being in Italy, where also a lot of activities are taking place, and many blessings for you. የተወደዳችሁ የሰላም ካቶሊክ ቲቪ ተመልካቾች ከአባ ኮራዶ ጋር የነበረን ቆይታ በዚህ ተጠናቋል እና እግዚአብሔር አምላክ በየቦታው እንደዚህ አባቶች የሚሰጡትን እንደዚህ የተልዕኮ ህይወት ለቤተክርስቲያን ትልቅ በረከት ነውና እንድንጸልይላቸው አሁንም በቀረው የእድሜ ዘመናቸው ሁሉ እግዚአብሔር እንዲባርካቸው እንደሳቸውም እንደዚሁ በተለያየ ቦታ ያገለገሉ ያሉ ሚሽነሪ አባቶች በተልዕኮ እግዚአብሔር እንዲያጸናቸው እንድንጸልይላቸው አደራ በማለት ይህንን ከሳቸው ጋር የነበረንን ቆይታ በዚህ እንዘጋለን። እግዚአብሔር አምላክ የቤተክርስቲያናችንን አገልግሎት ይባርክልን።